The asparagus has spoken, and Jemima joins us now live from Bath. Good morning, Jemima. This is so interesting, and I'm sure you're very used to people being very skeptical and not understanding what you do. So can you explain, how does this work?
Right, hello Christine. So what I do, I have some asparagus here. So I would take the asparagus and then I would cast it on a flat surface. And it makes patterns, and I'm able to interpret the patterns and make predictions from the patterns that I see. For me, it's quite simple. Other people might think it's a bit strange, but it's quite straightforward for me.
And you've been doing this since you were a little girl, Jemima, so you're very well practiced at this.
It first started then.
Yes. Now you have correctly
indeed
predicted some major world events: Brexit, Mexit, Boris Johnson being a Prime Minister, the Queen's death, in fact. You did predict England would win the Euro, so sadly, it's not always right.
No, but it was a whisker. It was by a whisker that was lost out.
Very
but
true.
I still stood by the fact that they were going to do well in the competition.
Which they did, so that's exactly right. Now, like we say, there's a lot going on in the world right now. So can we turn our attention back to American politics? You believe it will be a woman, it will be a female president.
Yes.
Any more
Yes.
information at all? Any other predictions?
I have predicted that it actually, I saw the initial M, that it would actually be Michelle Obama. She's the quiet one that's coming up on the inside rail.
Really, that is so interesting. So you're not getting anything at all from Kamala Harris from the asparagus?
No, and also because she has experience of the White House. Her husband, I think, he did his bit, she supported him, and I suspect he's now supporting her. So we know anything could happen. I heard Ross say, anything could happen in America, but it is the prediction I'm making that it will be Michelle.
Jemima, can we ask you to ask the asparagus one more time live on air for us, please, just to see if you're getting the same reading?
Absolutely. So this is what I do. I gather up the asparagus and I'm just going to cast it here. And look there, you can see an M. There's another M. You see, I keep on getting this. I don't get a K, I get an M. But I do see a little bit of conflict here. So it could be, it turns a bit naughty when it comes to the actual nominations. And the election, but I keep on seeing the letter M for Michelle.
This is fascinating stuff. I know your friends and family call you Mystic Veg. I can understand why now, Jemima.
They do.
Can I just briefly ask you, is there any specific type of asparagus that works best?
With apologies to other regions, the finest asparagus that I use is from the Vale of Evesham, sort of where I was born, where I was brought up, and it is the best. And I was saying to our lovely Matt, the cameraman, that the asparagus auction, which was held in medieval times, crowned heads of Europe would send emissaries to the Vale of Evesham to gather up all their best asparagus, and they still do it today. Only this time they raise money for the Bretford and Silver Band. So I think that's wonderful. It's a tradition that's gone on for hundreds of years.
A very historical link with
Best
the asparagus. Jemima, Tyler is here.
Hi,
He
morning.
is wanting to know something. Go on.
Yeah, morning, Mystic Veg. Jemima, big fan. I'm just wondering.
Hello, darling.
Could you predict who's going to be the next England manager, the next England football manager?
Right, so let me have a little go. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the asparagus again. Now, I'm looking for, I'm looking for initials.
Yeah.
And I'm not sort of preempting anything.
Just. Oh. What's that?
Okay, so here, what I see is an F. And I also see an A and an L. So who do we know?
I don't know.
Whose name has an F and an
Mate,
Could it be Frank Lampard?
I mean, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying.
Seriously, I'm not saying it. The asparagus is saying it.
The asparagus,
The asparagus
is
is
spoken.
getting the tip, right?
Jemima, you have made my morning. Thank you very much. That is wonderful. That is a wonderful thing.
Best Tuesday.
We all need more asparagus in our life. We need more of you, Jemima. Thank you very much for that. I will pass on that information to the relevant sources and see what happens. Thank you so much, Jemima. Thanks for that question,
That's all right,
Tyler.
not saying it.
Yeah.